Okay. Now moving on, we will look at how you can create animations from Photoshop. Okay. But as I mentioned to you, you can only create simple animations. Don't do too fantastic one, because too fantastic, not to say cannot, can, but the file is too huge. So it's not very ideal. It's still better you use video editing. Okay. Now, can we go to File, Open? Okay, for this one, we will try to use the sample test file. Okay, because they got a ready done already. Okay, we go to your sample test. Go to work files. Look for something called waterbin. Waterbin.psd. Yeah. Okay, open up this. Okay, in real life, no one is going to prepare the frame for you. Okay, remember when we talk about animation, it actually means that different frames you need to prepare by yourself. Okay, have you seen before like cartoon? They draw a lot of pages, and then when you flip, you can actually see the moving. Okay, so you are the one who had to create this one. For exam, they will prepare for you already. Okay. So in the different type of exam question, one is actually closing curtain or opening up curtain. It's like end of the presentation, you say thank you, then close curtain. Okay. The other one is actually kicking the ball to the goal. Okay. This is one, and I think two of these. Yeah, two of these. Okay. Okay. Now, right now this one. Over here, how many frames we have? 5 frames, but actually we have 6 layers. Okay, because in the 6 layers, but we actually have 5 frames only. Okay, that means, okay, can we start from the top layer here? Okay, you press Ctrl 0 first, so it's bigger, so you can see clearly. Okay, click on the first frame. Okay. First layer, not first frame. Okay, can you close all the layers first? Click and drag down. Okay. Click and drag down. Okay, now you try to click on layer 1. Okay, so far this is what happening. Everything in place already. Okay, now you try to close, hide your layer, and then turn on the other two, which is your frame 4 and bin. Turn on these 2 layers. Bin. Okay. Do you see that right now something appearing? Just now don't have this bottle, right? Okay, now this is frame 4. Now you hide these 2 layers. Hide these 2 layers first. Go to frame 3. Turn on. Okay, so do you see it's actually the reverse action? Okay. Then you hide again and see frame 2. Okay. Press Ctrl 0 lah. Okay. Then if you go to frame 1, this one is like going to fall under this bin. Do you see that? Okay. Now we start from below. Okay. Now the first frame is like this. Second frame, third frame, fourth and fifth. Okay, last frame. So the animation is quite simple, throwing the bottle into the red bin, the yellow bin. Okay, so far okay, Okay, now before we proceed to do animation, there's one thing we need to fix. Do you notice that they are in separate layers? So what must we do? Yeah, so highlight 2 layers and then right click, merge. Okay. Click on merge layers. Now you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far our every frame are prepared already. Okay, they are ready to be used for animations. Okay, and as you can see that, do you notice that each and every frame they are actually stand alone? Okay, so if you were to create something, because when we use Photoshop file, normally you have a lot of layers, right? Am I correct? Okay, which is why later I'll show you how you can group them. Okay, Okay. Now this one, of course, they merge everything already. Can you see that if I were to split the first frame, okay, this one you just listen first. You see, right now this one is one picture. Am I correct? This is my another image. So by right it should be a live object. Am I correct? Because I'm going to throw into here what. So if I were to merge them, how do I edit anything? Cannot edit anymore, right? Yeah. Which is why when you're preparing your frames, actually you should do it in groups. That means first group is for first frame only. Then after first frame done, you duplicate from that. Then you move again, which is this. Do you see that? After that, you duplicate this and then move some more. Okay? So it will stay consistent. Otherwise, if you were to create separate frames, okay, then sometimes the consistency is not there. Okay? Which is why normally when I create, I will always use the first one, okay, duplicate, then copy from this one, and so on and so forth. Okay? Now, right now, can you switch off all the 4 other layers? Just show the first frame. Okay? Now, you have to ensure everything is in place. Then only you go to Window and look for Timeline. Okay? I repeat, go to Window, go to Timeline. This one only, you only open up this after you are sure that you will not be editing anymore. Okay, I repeat, if let's say later you say, the bottle, I need to put a label, then don't turn on Timeline. Understand what I'm saying? Okay, you must prepare all your frame first, then only turn on your Timeline. If you need to edit, make sure you switch off Timeline. Okay, otherwise it will affect the rest of the frames. Okay, now we turn on your Timeline panel. It's very small. Okay, I will bring up so it's easier for you. Yours for you is actually at the bottom. Am I correct? Okay. Which one? Can remember our drawer here. Click here, then choose bigger. Panel options. Then change to the biggest thumbnail. I repeat, click on this one and then go to panel options. Then change the biggest thumbnail. Yeah, it's not very big. This is Photoshop. What do you expect? Okay? Unless you buy a tool like me and zoom in one. Okay? Okay. Right now you are actually showing the first frame, right? Okay. Now, can you see that over here there's a second here? That means currently this frame will stay for how long? Second, okay. If you click the arrow here, okay, can we click this arrow? They also allow you to choose other time delay. Do you see that? Okay, but if you want to have a very smooth, of course, the lesser will be faster. Okay. Now, it will happen very quick if you choose no delay at all. Okay. But if you want a slow animation, of course you use 1 second or up to you lah. Okay. Normally in the exam they will give you the specs, so you just follow. And this one, can you look at your sample test questions? Remember I gave you the paper. You look at question 21. Do you see the frame delay? How many seconds they want? Question 21. Question 22, sorry. Yeah, 0.1 second. It will happen very fast, okay? But for now, because I want you to see the animations, so can we use 0.5 first? Do you see 0.5? Okay, can we use 0.5? Okay. Yeah, because I want you to see the animations. 0.1 is too fast. Okay, I click on 0.5. Okay. Now you have set the frame delay to 0.5 seconds. Later on, whenever you create another frame, they will follow this spec. That's why the first time setting is very important. Okay. Of course, later part, if for example, your call to actions, sign up now, buy now, or what, click here to don't know do what, that one must stay longer time, right? For that frame only you can change the time delay also. Can do it also. Okay? Yes. But because why I ask you to set from beginning is because your animation time delay has to be consistent one. You can't be possibly fast and then slow, fast, slow. You get what I mean? Okay? Okay, next one. Do you see below here there's one option called forever? Okay. Now this one, that means it will keep on animating non-stop. Like our logo in the website keep on spinning, right? Because of this lah. Okay. But if you are just doing some advertisement, okay, maybe the last frame is what you want to deliver to the audience, right? Then you don't repeat so many times lah. Okay. You can either just animate once and then stay at the last frame forever. Okay, or you can animate 3 times, then only ask people to buy things lah. Okay. Okay, now we use forever first because I want you to see the animations later. Okay. Okay. Now everything in order already, huh? Okay, we want to. This is first frame, huh? Nothing happens, right? Only the bottle is like hanging somewhere, right? Okay. So now before we proceed to the next frame, right? Because in order to create the smooth animations, do you think we need to use first frame to create the second frame? Do we need to use the first frame? Yes. So you will, based on the first frame, do a duplicate. Do you see that? Okay. Click this, duplicate selected frames. Now, when you go to the second frame, right, you need to switch off your first frame, turn on your second frame. Now, if you look at the timeline panels, then slowly you see the movement already. Do you see that? Understand what I'm saying now? Of course, if you forget to turn off layer 1, still okay, because your layer 2 already covering layer 1. But I play safe lah. Okay? So, this one, okay already? Next one, do what? Duplicate and then switch off frame 2 and turn on frame 3 and continue all the way. Okay, and then so you have 5 different frames. Okay, can you try first? She's very exciting because she's able to do animation.
End up. Wait,
Cannot be also because you need to prepare the frames. Huh?
Yeah. She will try anything.
Okay, are we done? Yes. Okay. Now, if you want to preview these animations, do you see there's a play button here? Okay, but don't forget our last frame. Okay, do you think it's better to stay a bit longer before it play again? So over here you can click here. Okay, let's change to 2 seconds. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, I don't want to waste time now. Okay, now you can click play. Then you'll see the animation. See that? Okay. Did you create 5 frames? What about your? Oh, okay. Okay, now stop it first. If you say that this one very slow, okay. So what you can do is we can highlight from frame 1 to frame 4 and then change the time delay. Okay, so click on your frame 1, click once, and then hold down Shift, then click on frame 4. All of them will be selected. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, then click on any of the time here. Just change to maybe 0.1 second. Okay. And all of this will change accordingly.
Wow.
And it's very fast. Do you see that? But by right, this should be the animation. It's smoother. Just now too slow. Understand? Okay? Later, if y'all I think because later I eat in because today I don't cook, so my colleague help me to tapao. Okay, I will suggest y'all to tapao also. We just close here. After you tapao makan, right? You try to use the batter. Remember just now we got the flour. Try to do a rotation. Okay. Yeah. You rotate only what? You just create. For example, this one, the flower, right? At first it's like that, then you duplicate another one, then Control T rotate a bit lah, then duplicate again, then Control T rotate again lah. Like that also don't know ah.
No. Rotate.
Yeah, okay. Okay, now you stop these animations. Okay, now at this point of time, actually your animation is done already, but of course you need to export as GIF file, otherwise you cannot see anything. Okay, so now are we done with the animations? Yes, okay, one more thing I just want to tell you. Do you see there's one, this is so-called like your onion screen, okay, onion skin, okay, because it's actually twin it between the animations frame. Now, how do I ensure that from here to here they are quite smooth? Okay, you can actually use this method. That means they will create a smooth animations, but this is not advisable because it creates more frames. The more frames you have, your GIF file getting bigger file size. Okay, yeah, so normally I also would do something like this. That means I don't really use this. Okay, I just show you a quick one. For example, this to this, I highlight two, okay, then I click on this. Then they'll ask you, okay, what do you want to twin? Okay, you can set, okay, maybe I want to create 3 frames in between. So from like this, okay, it will rotate like that, right? Okay, so what are the between? You are creating the in between. Okay, but no, not really free. Okay, it's just smoothen out the animation, that's all. You still need to prepare frame by frame. Don't be lazy, mommy. Okay, now if we click OK, do you see you have actually 3 frames? Okay, but it doesn't really help much because for us we already prepare our own frame one. Okay, and do you notice they actually added 3 frames? But this one, if I don't have, still okay what? Okay, now I play and show you. It's like a bit smooth only, that's all. Do you see it's like a bit smoother only, that's all. Nothing really much. Okay, but then you added 3 unnecessary frames. Then your GIF file is even bigger. Okay, so this one I don't recommend you to use it, but it's also not in the book. Exam also they won't test you. Okay, so I will delete. Okay, select them, click on the dustbin. Okay, and then yes, I want to delete the frames. Okay, so this one you are done with the animation. Make sure you close. Do you see the timeline? Please close this. Why do I say so? It's because if you look at the panel here, okay, you all look up first. Do we have this unify blah blah blah? All the while, haven't seen this before? No, right? It's only activated when you have animation timeline. Okay, which is why remember I told you if you were to do any changes, make sure you close timeline. Now your unify options is gone. Do you see that? Okay. It's already saved. Okay, now your next step is you want to save the end, you want to see the end result, right? Okay, so you must go to File, Save for Web. Okay, yeah, let's do it together. File, Save for Web. Okay. Okay, for this one, I will still use 4UP because this is actually good for you to know what is the actual size. Do you see original size? Is this good? Not very good, because you upload such a big file. Okay, and second one, is this good? Okay, it's quite good, because the file size is too small. I mean, it's very good, very small. But you look at the quality. You see that? Okay, and if you look at this one, okay, this one is actually how many colors? 1 to 8 colors. If you look at this one, 64 colors. Okay, and which one better? Can you just look at the green bin first, Right now it's like that, But when I go to the 1 to 8 color, do you see it's a bit refined? Okay, you can see more color tone. Okay, so it's really up to you. Okay, which is why remember I told you your animation don't be so complicated. Your color is already taking up space, yet your animation got so many frames. Understand? Because of all these restrictions. Okay, and this is actually 1 to 8 colors also. Okay. Now, just now you asked me what is the detail, right? Okay, we look at this. This is 0% detail, right? Okay, same thing. We remember how it looks like for the green bin, like that, Okay, but if I have about 88% detail, slightly better. Do you see that? Which is why I say use detail is better. Okay. Okay, now which one should you use? If I want to have a better quality one, the first one, no? Okay, so I use the first one. And if die your requirement, let's say your website requirement, they say you can only upload to 50 KB. Okay, 50 KB. This one still okay lah. Okay, but let's say if I need to upload 50 KB, right? Do you see that you can actually change the color? Do you see that? Right now my number is actually 1 to 8 colors, right? You can actually change to the colors that you want. Okay, you can limit the color palette, but then it will make your color very ugly. Okay? Yes. And as you change the color, let's say I change this to 64. Okay, I change this to 64. Do you notice that your color palette half is gone? Okay? And now if you look at this one, not so smooth already. Okay? So I will use back the default one. I click on the preset, change back to 128. Okay. Yeah, if you want, you can change to 256. Okay. So it's much better by the size. Okay, 5 KB additional. Okay. Because the file is small right now. Okay, and you can also change the size and percentage as I told you previously. And do you notice there's a play button here? You can click here and you can see the animations also. See that? Okay. Of course lah, okay, doesn't matter on the size. Yeah, only GIFs can save animations. Okay, I use back the default one, 128. Okay, and then I stop the animations. Okay, now of course if you want to save you can click save, but now we click done first. Click done. Okay, now I want you to practice this again, so I will revert everything back. Okay, can you click on file? Do you see a revert button? Revert. Okay, now it back to the original. Okay, so can you can you answer